Good morning and welcome to my channel. My name is Christina and I really love to colour with coloured pencils, with graphite, with paint, with pan pastels. I love it all. Today I wanted to do some pink hair in different pencils that I have. Now I don't have every single pencil of every single set that I'm showing here, so that's why some of them will be limited. I don't have all of the Black Widow pencils, for example, and I don't even have a black in Black Widow. I don't think, and I didn't have any reds either, but you know. So I'm going to start with the dark, the shadow tone, and you need it sharp. And this is just a snippet of the Mariola Budek. He has, I've heard it's a he, has a Etsy store where it does amazing hair that you can colour in and practice hair on. And I bought a pack, and yeah, I just cut a snippet out just for this. So I'm just doing, I'm doing light pressure because this is purple. I don't really want the purple to show through a great deal, but I do need it to have a shadow. And before I forget, alright, what I'm doing up here, I am not the most organized person in the world. So this is lavender, and it's the darkest color I could get to go with the pink without making it go yuck. So next I'm going to use my light pink, and I'm just going to go over the whole thing. Because this is going to be the highlight bit here, so you want that bit to remain light. And because this is the base colour, I can colour in like this, but all the other ones I'm going to do flicking motions. I didn't leave much room to write this down, did I? So you want to make sure your pencils are sharp. That's not sharp. So this is pretty pink. And I'm going to do the flicking motion and go further than what I've done the purple. And with a little medium pressure, I would say. Today is the first day back at school for Queensland and I think all of Australia, I don't know. So I walked my son to school. It's a glorious day. My other son starts tomorrow because he's high school, so a senior in high school, so yeah, he starts later. But he just hides in his room and plays computer when he's not working. Did I write that down? I didn't write that down. I'm gonna have to leave more room next time, aren't I? So this is fairy floss, and I'm just going to do the same thing, just flicking out. And you want to cover the purple so that it's still dark. Obviously it will be, but so that the pink is kind of blending in with the purple, so it becomes more pink, if that makes sense. And you're just extending the colour out just that little bit, but you still want to leave this bit here relatively uncoloured. And you're flicking, because you don't want it straight, like, you know, when you get a haircut and it's just straight and just, I don't know, you need it tapered. So what's that? That's Fairy Floss. I will write this neater. I will eventually. So now I've got a hot pink. It does have some really nice pinks in the Black Widow. I do like the pinks, and the names too. They're interesting names. They make you hungry. Now I just decided to start with pink hair because pink is my favourite colour, and I like fairies, and well, I thought maybe you could do a fairy with pink hair. Yep, write that down. Hot pink. Snow. So this is the white. But I'm really just going to go over that light pink that I did. Just the highlight. And I'm just going to do a little bit more of the light pink, just to make it pink. And the white again. Now if you want to go over this again, you can, with the same colours, just to get rid of any of the white spots. Now the paper I'm using is this is Bristol paper. I use it for graphite. It's not great for a whole lot of layers, but for a few layers, it's pretty good. So now I'm going to go to my Derwent Studio. So just the normal Derwent pencils, and I've got so I'll start down here. Yeah. So that's the Black Widow. This is the Studio. And I'm starting with magenta, I think. Yes. Okay, I might do so I'm going to do a whole layer of the rose pink, the lightest colour, just to get that in, because sometimes I alternate. Sometimes I do the lighter colour first, and with some of the pencils you'll find the lighter colour, if you do the darker colour first, it drags the darker colour in and mixes with it. So you're better off as a habit to get with the lighter colour done first. Now we have a lot of magpies and peewees and noisy miners hanging around lately. It's been super hot. This is magenta. It's been so hot and humid here. It's just been almost unbearable. But that said, we don't really get a winter here, so, or we do, we get down to, I don't know, the 20s, 6 degrees Celsius. And to me that's cold because, well, I live in Queensland and it's hot. So just doing the shadows. You don't want to do it too heavy. So I'm just using medium pressure. And the flicking motion again, you want to make sure it's all flicked. And then I'm going to use Rose Madder Lake. Why do they always have such long names? I can't fit it in my paper. So this one here I'm going to flick longer than the other one, just like I did with this one. Like I said, I don't have all of the pencils and all of the things. I have all of the Light Fast, all of the Caran d'Ache, Luminance, and all the Prismacolors and all the Polychromos. But the rest, I don't have full sets. I did find the Light Fast were lacking with their pinks. I only really found 3 pinks, which is disappointing. Most of them don't have great pinks. I think actually the surprising one for the best color, best pink hair is the Holbeins. Okay, so now we're going to use a pink Madder Lake. So I'll just do pink Madder Lake. And this one's lighter than the darker ones. So I'm just going to go further. I just got a Happy Mail from an Etsy store that I bought a book from. Just using the rose pink again, just to go over this highlight. Yeah, it came really quick. I haven't opened it yet. It's exciting. And a white, Chinese white, but I'll just put white. And you can go over it all again if you want to, or if you need to. The best thing with colour pencils is building up the layers. So that is the Derwent Studio. Now next I have the the one I can't say, the Erogeton. I'm pretty sure they're Japanese. It sounds Japanese anyway. So this is Erogeton. However, so I'm gonna go with the lightest pink, which is coral pink. Oh, need a drink. And the same as the other ones, cover it with the light. So just doing a light layer here. Usually when I'm colouring or drawing or whatever, I have YouTube going, and I have a few favourite people that I like to listen to, and surprisingly it's not, I do listen and watch art ones, but I really love watching, so this is Cherry Red. I really love watching the trials in America and all the true crime stuff. I've been watching the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni thing. Mess that it is. But I love watching the trials. It's just fascinating to me, because in Australia they don't release anything. Everything is private. You can't even take any recording things into the court, so I'm told anyway. You have to just have your pencil and your paper and hope for the best. So I really, I like that America releases everything. It's just fascinating, the things people think they can get away with. It's good to know that criminals are stupid. Most criminals are stupid. So I'm using the red with the Orogeton because I didn't have any other darker colour that would look alright. I don't have the full set of these. I've only got one set, and it's like a flower set, I think. Natives. I don't know. I can't read Japanese. So this is Orchid Pink. I know this is weird, but I really like the way these feel. They're really slippery and nice. Like if you pick up the Derwent Studio, it's not slippery, but these ones just slip and slide. Your hand doesn't slide when you're using it, but it just, the sensory thing of holding this is actually really quite nice, as opposed to like these Chroma Flows. These ones, I don't know, I don't like the feel. But does that really matter? Doing the flicker motion again. Now I'm by no means an expert. I found art because I got sick and needed something to distract me, and well, to be honest, when I went to school, my art teacher, when I was in high school, my art teacher was absolutely horrendous and destroyed art for me. I hated it because of her. This is the Coral Pink again, just going over it. Yeah, she was dreadful, and I swore that I would never ever do art, and now I just love it. But I haven't spent a great deal of time doing it because when COVID happened, I had a few kids at home then, and I had to help school them, and then I have another son who after that stayed homeschooling because of reasons, and he only just went back to school and he's loving it and it's great. And so now I can actually sit down and spend more time doing what I want to do. Now I don't have a white or a black in this Orogeton, so I'm just going to pretend like I have a white. So I'm just using the Koh-i, however you say it, the Koh-i-Noor. I love butchering names. I'm an expert at butchering names. So I don't have a white in it, and so I just stole a white from somewhere else. white. I'm just going to do the pretty pink, no, orchid pink. The orchid pink again. If you hear barking, that is my rotund little pug. Her name is Tyra, and she loves to pop off at anything and everything. So next is the Koh-i-Noor. So I'm using the red in the Koh-i-Noor in the Koh. I don't have the full set of this one either. I think I only have like 12 pencils of this one. And surprisingly, there was quite a few pink, which was very unusual, because usually when you get the smallest sets, they don't usually have many pink. You don't have any pink. So I'm still just doing the flicking motion, and I should have started with the lighter colour, but I forgot. Again. So what's that? That's Scarlet Red. So one thing that's annoying about these is actually alright pencils, but you got the Koh-i-Noor hearts mousse there, and it should have the name, but the name is written there. I just think it should have the name there. But that's just a personal peeve. Scarlet Red. So now I'm going to get the light pink, which is the Amaranth pink. I'm just going to go over the whole thing. Now these ones are very hard. I can feel it on here, it's very scratchy. Definitely not like Holbein's. It's even more scratchy than the Rogerton, which is surprising because they're quite scratchy. So just get that lighter layer on. Now I'm going to go to the next pink, which is French pink. Francois. Yeah, it's not sharp. And just doing the flicking motion again. This is very crumbly. Very crumbly. I always have that brush because when it crumbles like that and then you get it on your hand and then you put your hand all over places, it just gets everywhere. So I learned to have a brush, and then I flick it over here and then I put my hand over there. But at least I flicked it off. They're very crumbly, aren't they? You think they'd be soft as hell as crumbly, but they're not. It's a nice pink though. It's more pink than these ones. Just going to get the red again and go over this shadow. And then the pink again. This is blush pink. It's also white. This Prismacolor pencil sharpener, it's one of my favourites. It gets the point really sharp. Just flicking out some more there. I don't know if you can see that. See how crumbly that is? There's nothing wrong with it being crumbly, but you just got to make sure you don't go and rub it everywhere. So I'm going to go over the light part again with the Amaranth pink, and then the white. Now do as many layers as you need to make it look good. It's actually an alright looking pink compared to those ones. I'm just using this white to blend in those harsh lines that I just did. I did them a little too harsh. And so now we're on to the Chromaflow. Chromaflow. No. So I'm going to use magenta. And yet again I start with the wrong one. I'm going to use the salmon. I'm going to use the salmon to go over the whole thing. So salmon isn't pink, but it's light, and we'll give a little bit of colour there instead of it just being white. And now I'm going to use the magenta by the right end. Don't want to do it too heavy. My mother has just gone on another cruise. She absolutely loves her cruises. She gets on she gets on before lunchtime and always posts and sends a picture of her sitting down with the pina colada. Is that the coconutty one? She always gets her cocktails, sits down and has a drink and has a good time. What colour do I want? Blush. We went on a cruise. This is blush pink. We went on a cruise in 2023, I think. Just wanted to see if we liked it. Yeah. The concept is good, but it's not for me. I got seasick. My youngest son, who was, I think he was 9 or 10 at the time, right when the cruise ship actually started pulling out, so it was basically only just moving. We were down in the lobby and I wasn't feeling great, but you know, I was all right. And then I looked at my son and he had this look on his face, and then I knew exactly what that look was. And there was no toilets around, so I had to put my hands out, and I caught his vomit in my hands in the middle of the lobby, and he's going to do more, and it's running down all of me, it's in my hands. So I grab him. Of course the elevator was full, so we had to run up, I think about 7 flights of stairs holding the vomit, race into the this is salmon again, race into the room, and well, he had to go throw up, and there's only a very small toilet, so I had to wait for him to throw up so I could wash my hands. That was fun times. Fun times. So this is white. Yeah, and then I hadn't been sick. I hadn't even caught COVID or anything because, well, when COVID happened, I don't get out that much, so I've got to be honest, it was great not having people standing right behind me when I'm waiting in line for something and not talking to me or touching me, and it was actually, I enjoyed it. And I hadn't been sick since 2019. Yeah, I was quite happy about that. And then within 2 days of being on this cruise ship, I got the first cold since 2019. I was not happy. Not happy. It wasn't COVID either. Tested for it. It was just a cold. I went in the elevator once, and that was when we first got there, and we had all the bags. I'm going to use blush pink again. Ah, oops. I used a Pro Colour. So yeah, our first cruise, it was only to Cairns, because I didn't want to do a big one. I did not want to commit because I get dizzy. My son gets dizzy, and I had to take all these pills so I didn't get sick. It took about 4 days, and I was actually all right, but then I was still sick, which was very irritating to me. So I'm going to get, so this is the Pro Colour. And this is magenta. And I did it again. Rose, pink. So I'm going to get the rose pink and do the layer first. So yeah, cruise ships are not our thing, and that's in December last year we went to the Gold Coast to go to the theme parks for my son's birthday. I love the Gold Coast. We get an apartment on the beach, and I could just stay there. I wouldn't have to go anywhere. I actually really like it there. We had a toilet. Obviously we had a toilet, but we had a toilet with this, so I think we're 11 or 15 stories up, I can't quite remember. And it had this open window, not open, but you know, this huge window where you could sit down, and the kids called it a poo with a view. You just saw the beach, all these high rises. I could live there. I really could live there. And it's no different to where I live now. I just live in a smaller version of the Gold Coast, to be honest. But we are, you know, we don't have many shops, many of the big shops here. So I'm going to go with Cerise pink. That's looking a little purple. See, these ones don't feel as good as these ones. I could hold those ones all day. These ones feel big. I don't know, it must be, I don't know, just feel big. I feel like I'm a kid at school. So these Pro Color pinks seem to be a little bit more on the purple side. Which is fine. Purpley pink, pink purple. So I did write that down. And this is Pink Madder Lake. And then of course white, if you can find it. It looks like I don't have a white in the Pro Color out. It should have a white in the set. Oh, there it is. It's got mixed up. And white. And I'm just gonna, just do another quick layer. But when you're doing hair, you don't want to rush it. But I'm just going through these faster than what I normally would. And on that note, it's time for a drink. No, I don't drink coffee. Never have. I've tried it once and it was not nice. So I get my caffeine from, well, I used to get it from Pepsi Max. I was an avid Pepsi Max drinker for 20 years. And then I think about 2 years ago, even though they deny it, me knowing it for 20 odd years, the taste changed and it had like this horrible aftertaste. And even my husband, who's, you know, not that sensitive, could taste the change. Man, it was just horrible. So I actually had to swap, which was a big thing for me. I had to swap from Pepsi to Coke. And that, Lizarin, sorry, I can't talk and spell at the same time. And that was really hard to do because I've never been a Coke drinker. I've never liked Coke. And now, well, 2 years later, I drink Coke Zero. I do occasionally try the Pepsi just to see if it's gone back to its old recipe, but it hasn't. So this is Anthraquinoid Pink. I'm just going to put Pink. This is the Caran d'Ache Luminance. The Caran d'Ache didn't have, and I've got the whole set. I have a couple of sets actually. I got gifted one. They don't have a great, this is all the pinks that I could find, and they're very purpley pink. Look, I've got this hibiscus pink here to use, but it's very purpley. So the Caran d'Ache doesn't do the greatest pink here. So now I'm going to use the dark colour. Yeah, I found, which was surprising, the luminance. Mind you, the Pablos, I have the Pablos, they're actually doing alright pink. They have a couple of different pinks. But yeah, the luminance was lacking in the pink department. It's more purple than pink. So that was the alizarin crimson. So now I'll show you, this is the hibiscus pink. It's very purple, but it's all I could find. There were not many pinks. Same as the light fast. I already said that. Sounds like one of my neighbours is dying. See, it's very purple. So I'm not a huge fan of the Caran d'Ache luminance pink hair. All the other hair, sure, they've got amazing variety of burnt sienna and excuse me, burnt ochre, and then this is white. So yeah, really only had 2 pinks that were usable, really. So I'm going to do another layer just because it's looking pretty scratchy. And the white again. Now on to the Pablos. I don't have the full set of Pablos. I've only got, well, actually I don't know how many I have. I have like the tin. So I have this tin. And yeah, I'm not quite sure how many there are, but I have this many. Pablo. Write the name down first, Christina. Oh, these are the ones that I can't find the name on too. See, they got it on the back. First world problems, first world problems. So I'm going to use salmon rose and it's probably magenta. Yep, it's purple. And pink and white. So this is the salmon pink. This is the lighter colour. haven't actually used these, the Pablos yet. Probably because they don't have a big variety of colour, or I don't have a big variety of colour. I mean, it's big enough. So that's the light one. Now going on to the purple. And when you're doing the purple or the red, you really don't want to push too hard, because then your whole thing will just turn purple. And when you're doing purple hair, that's fine. When you're doing pink hair, you want it pink. This is the pink. I actually also have this one, this sharpener. It's the Faber-Castell one. It took me, I had to ask my husband how to empty this, even though I saw that there. I didn't want to break it, I couldn't figure it out. So I knew you opened that and drop stuff all over your drawing. So I knew you opened it that way to sharpen it, but I couldn't for the life of me figure out how to get that open. And my husband just takes it and just goes, you pull that. So obviously this is designed for Faber-Castell pencils. Some pencils don't sharpen very well in there. The Caran d'Ache Luminance don't sharpen very well in there, but it gets them sharp too. You see that tip? So there's quite a few good sharpeners out there. I also have a Caran d'Ache sharpener. I haven't tried it yet because I like my Faber-Castell and Prismacolor one. I also have a manual one where you roll the handle, turn the handle, but the pencil just goes down so quick with that one. And you know, pencils, they're not cheap. Well, the good pencils aren't cheap. This is the salmon pink. So yeah, I'm going to stick to the Prismacolor one. These ones are very crumbly too. Not as crumbly as those ones. And white. And it's snack time. Did I say snack time? I meant snake time. I love lollies. We call them lollies. Now this is called a king python. Now when I was a kid, I swear to God, they were this big, that long. You used to get them, and when you went swimming to the swimming pool, you get them in a little paper bag, and they were 20 and 50 cents, and they'd last you forever. I swear they've shrunk. They've shrunk, or I've gotten bigger. Probably both. And now we're onto the Prismacolor. Now I have two varieties of the Prismacolor here because Prismacolor has this cool neon pink, and so I did a neon pink one as well. wrong colour again. So this is blush pink. And crimson red. Yeah, so if you could see my desk, I have a desk with a computer on it. Pencils everywhere. I'm not an organised person, but you know, when I'm trying to do something, I have to have everything out, because if I put it away, then I forget what I was using and I forget where it is, and so pencils are everywhere. And then I come in and I get angry because the desk is messy, but I can't put things away until I finish doing what I'm doing. This is the red. So I came in this morning and the desk was covered in stuff. I tried to clean up, but I couldn't. So the Prismacolor actually does an okay, a good, not an okay, a good pink. So this is the hot pink. Yeah, Prismacolor has a, you know, everybody knows Prismacolor. It has the biggest range of colours, I think. And it's a good pencil. Except the Tuscan Red. I use Tuscan Red all the time when I'm doing anything red, and the Tuscan Red, I had no end of trouble with that pencil. I've had to end up putting that one in the oven to melt the wax again, because they all, every single one I've ever had, the Tuscan Red just breaks. You sharpen it, you're careful you don't twist the prism, and it breaks. It's so frustrating. But then I found somebody that said to put it in the oven, and so I did it, and it pretty much worked. So I'm just going to get another pink. I'm going to get, well, pink. I don't like the way they come, you know, when they're brand new, and I've used this, but when they come so small, I just don't like them. Just, what's the point? I need it sharp. Why do you do that? Oh, that worked. It's like, maybe just don't sharpen it. If you're just going to do it like that, just don't even bother sharpening it, because it's pointless. I'm going to get the light pink again, so that's the blush pink. And the white. So that's the normal, like a normal pink, but I like the I cannot write and talk at the same time. I like the neon pink, so I thought I'd give it a try with a pink. So I'm going to use the same pink again, the blush pink. So my next, my colouring that I'm doing at the moment is from, is it Kirby Rosanes? I found out Kirby is a boy, a male. Yeah, it's a dragon eye. Love dragons. So I decided to do the dragon eye. Now I'm going to use the red again, so the crimson red. So yeah, that'll be up at the end of the week. And now the kids, well, one kid is gone. I'm going to do the voiceover on the lips that I did, comparing the Prismacolor and the Holbeins. And I also have a flip through of a book that I got. Just a silly book, Crimson Red. Don't talk and write, don't talk and write. So this is the neon pink. Yeah, I went to QBD the other day. And they had a book there on sale, colouring book. And it's, you know, fantasy. It's a Tolkien. He wrote Lord of the Rings, didn't he? Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit and that. Yeah, it's a colouring book of some of his fantasy creatures. And I actually really like it. So I thought I'd do a flip through. If you're not interested, don't watch. If you are, do. So yeah, this is very, it's my favourite colour. If something is selling something in hot pink, neon pink, fluoro pink as we used to call it, I will buy it. You know, a skirt in fluoro pink, I'll buy it. A shirt, yep, that's mine. So I should write down the name of that. So yes, I love, where is it? I love fluoro colours. When I was a kid, we used to have, what's it called? The stuff you put on your nose, zinc. And they came in fluoro yellow, fluoro green, fluoro pink. Oh, man. I would lather that stuff all over myself. And I'm just going to do a pink as well. So yeah, pink fluoros, love it. I'm not even a fan of orange, and I have a fluoro orange workout shirt that I love to wear. So that's your fluoro pinkish kind of fantasy one. So that's the Prismacolor, so there's two of them. Now we're going to go to Lightfast. The Lightfast isn't the greatest one. Get off. I cannot write and talk. So I'm going to do the salmon. The salmon and the magenta. Yeah, surprisingly, with all, like I got the box set I showed in my previous video. Surprisingly, with the amount of pencils that's in them, damn it, I'm doing the dark colour again. The amount of pencils that's in that box, there was very, very, very few pink. Must be a hard colour to do or something, I don't know. Mind you, Holbein seem to have a few. I don't know what I think about Holbein. I've heard a lot of great reviews. I heard a lot of people love them, and then I've also heard a lot of bad things. So yeah, this is salmon. I don't know. Like for the price, it is very pricey. It's, you know, you could buy 3 full sets of Prismacolor for the one Holbein. You could probably buy 2 Caran d'Ache for the one Holbein. So yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it. So I've got a dusty pink. So it's not something I'm going to get in the near future. See, all these pinks just, I don't know, they're very bland. Maybe it's because, well, they're light fast, so maybe making a light fast pink is a hard thing to do. There's just not a great pink in there, which is disappointing, to be honest. I think I did the purple too dark. I'm gonna go back to the salmon. Just trying to pinken this up a little bit. It's very hard when you don't have any pink. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this one. And white. So yeah, I did the purple too deep on that one, but still it's very hard to get pink from no pink. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that one. Time for some sugar. I like the red and the yellow, they're my favourite colours. So I try and save them till last. And forget about that one. That one's ick. You're dead to me. Dead. The polychromos. So okay. So I'm gonna. I got the lightest. We're gonna start with the salmon. So we just celebrated Australia Day. Yesterday was the public holiday in lieu of Australia Day. Yeah, we didn't do anything. So rose carmine. Ick. See, like I said, I got Happy Mail today. I had I got a LED face thingy for Christmas, and it's not the mask thingy, it's the big thing you lay under. And so I lay under it, and I have YouTube or music or whatever going that I want to listen to for 15 minutes while it's doing its thing. And I could hear the dogs going mental. And so I jumped up, I had my goggles on my face, ran to the front door, and it was there. I might go the Pink Matter. So yeah, I've been using this LED thingy for, well, since Christmas. And a couple of people said my face looks different. So, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. No one says. But, whatever. I don't mind laying down on the floor for 15 minutes. I think it helps. And I also got Yves Saint Laurent perfume for my son. Black Opium, is it? Yeah. Yeah, it's really nice. I've already written it. Yeah, it's really nice. It smells beautiful. I've never been a perfume fan, but I do a lot of walking, and when I walk past people, I smell, you know, you can smell deodorant or perfume, and I think, oh, I wonder what they smell when I walk past, because I don't wear perfume. So I've actually started wearing perfume mainly, so when I walk past somebody, when I'm on my walk, I smell pretty. Because I wonder how other people do it, you know. I probably smell sweaty and ick. And all these other people are walking past, and I get a waft of perfume. So now I smell like perfume, when I remember. It was weird going, well, not weird, I'm not an overly talkative person. I'm not rude. If you say hello to me, I'll say hello back and, you know, stop and chat. But, you know, when I'm on my walk, I like to go for my walk. And there's so many people here. I live where there's a lot of older people, and they all just stop and, hey, how you going? So now I've gotten used to that. I'll say, hey, how you going? And then we went to the Gold Coast, and I was walking along, and nobody said, hey, how you going? I thought, wow, everybody's rude here. And I thought, oh, this is great. I don't have to stop and talk to anyone. Lightest colour first, Christina. Lightest colour first. Pink. See, these, I think these are Holbein and Japanese too, and they feel the same as the Erogeton. They feel, I don't know, it's slippery, or I don't know what it is, but they feel good. I actually really like them, the feel of them. They're not too big, like the Pro Color and the Chroma Flow, and even, I don't know, Polychromos is, see, Polychromos almost feels the same, but it's not as slippery. I don't know what it is, it feels good. And they are very, very soft. Very soft. But I haven't had any trouble with them breaking. Like, you know how you have trouble with Prismacolor breaking? I haven't had any trouble with them breaking. But yeah, there's this one guy here who, he always says good morning. I say good morning back, and he knows where I live, and he says almost home, and one day I just expected it to be the same conversation, so I didn't pause my music, and he must have said something different, and I smiled and you know, and he ignored me for a while. So I don't know what he said, what I ignored. I felt bad. I got him back though. We're friends again. You see someone coming and you have to turn your headphones down. But I noticed it's men. The women, I'm generalizing here, but this is just where I walk. The women don't generally look at you and go, good morning. Women, like me, we're just there for the walk. We don't want to talk, whereas the men are always the friendly ones. Because when I'm in a mood, I'll be walking and I'll see a man, I'll think, oh, I've got to say good morning. I'll see a woman and I'll think, yep, can just keep going. Just keep going, just keep going. So I think I found the Holbein did the nicest pink hair. As in colour. If you want single strands and things like that, it's going to be like doing it with Prismacolor. So in other words, it's not a hard pencil, it's a soft pencil. White. And I think there's one more, and that is the Albrecht Dürer. Another pink metallic. Pink matter. I just thought people are making up names. It must be an actual colour. So these are watercolours, but without using the watercolour, they actually make, activating them with the water. They're doing alright hair as well. Which is surprising. I looked at the Derwent Inktense and they didn't have any decent pink. Fuchsia. Fuchsia. Very vibrant. See, I don't have a Derwent Inktense one because yeah, they didn't have the greatest pink variety, and I don't have any of those other pencils like the Castle. There's a few that I think people are getting from Temu, like Brut Funa. I don't have any of them, so I can't really use them if I don't have them. So this is light purple pink. Light purple pink. I went over the highlight. I wasn't thinking. Don't go over the highlight. This is the Pink Metallic again? No. Yes. So they didn't really have a light pink, so I just don't do it very hard. Write it down before you forget. So you could probably activate, you know, the bottom layer of this, but with hair I don't think you want to really do that. Maybe, and then you could do the strands over the top, I suppose, but yeah. So this one actually didn't do a bad pink either. And the light purple pink. And now that I've done that, I can put all my pencils away. So I think that's all. Oh, okay, I did a polychromos with the red. So I'll just quickly do that. So I did a poly without the red, and I'll do a poly with the red. So this is dark red. And I'll do salmon. So yeah, I will eventually, and I can't possibly have every single set of every single pencil in the whole wide world, but you know, that would be cool, but no I don't. So if I get, you know, any of the root funas or anything like that, then I'll try and do add to this, because I'm going to do a whole set of hair, just quick ones like this. Oops, try and stay in the line. So this is with the red. So now I'm going to use the, can't write with a brush. Polychromos actually has a decent variety of pinks as well. Oh, I'm hungry. Hungry. I didn't have breakfast this morning. We have a egg shortage again. Yeah, you go to the shops and there's no eggs, and I have egg whites for breakfast. It's my favourite thing. I love egg whites, and I haven't had salmon. Yeah, so it's really hard to get egg whites, and they've gone up. The price is almost at the point where I think, ugh, that's ridiculous. I can't spend that. So yeah, I think we had a disease go through our chickens. Not my chickens, I don't have chickens, but through the chickens in, I don't know if it's Australia or Queensland. And yeah, had to kill or cull a lot of chickens. And the eggs just haven't caught up. Something to be said for having your own chickens, I suppose. So yeah, I didn't have breakfast because I have no egg whites. And so I need sugar. A peewee has had a baby. I don't know if you can hear that. And its baby just goes all day yelling to be fed. You gotta feel sorry for the bird. yeah, that, sorry, just eating. This is the Polychromos with the red, if you wanted it, if you wanted it darker. So these are the pinks, the neon pink. I think these two. I think these two make the best pink. The Japanese one, the Orochiton, is alright. But yeah, I like these two. Anyway, I'm also going to do a full head of hair in the pink, in a pink. I'll pick a pink, probably do the Holbein, and I'll do a full head of hair on one of the Mariola. I can't remember the last name. Oh, yeah. So I'll do a full head of hair in the pink and see how it looks. But anyway, thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and I hope you like the pink hair. So I just wanted to quickly show you what you can also do. Like with hair, it's important to have single strands, and obviously on this I didn't do it, but to have flyaway strands to make it seem more natural. And I also have this slice tool. It's a ceramic blade, and you can use it to make highlighted, if you have it the right way, to make highlighted strands in the hair. And it's a really good tool for beards and things like that. See, it scratches away the colour, but only very gently. Now, I really like this tool because it's very hard to mess it up and scratch your paper off. I did have this, and well, if you do it too hard, you scratch the paper off, you do it the wrong way. And so I like that one, the ceramic blade, because it's for people that aren't exactly agile. And I also have, I can never remember, that's it. I also have this one as well. Last time when I first got it, I pulled that off because I thought that's how you opened it, and everything fell out. So don't pull that off. It's just a slidey up thing. I'm not the most technical or logical person. So I just thought I'd show you that as well. But the important thing is to do flyaway strands. So you do lots of flyaway strands on the whole thing. I'm not going to do it on these because it's, well, pointless. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you that. So yeah, I was going through my pencils looking for some purples because I'm doing a purple dragon, and I found a few more pinks in the luminance. So I don't know what I was doing yesterday when I was looking for the pinks, but I must have had my eyes shut or something and I just didn't see them. So I don't have a pen. So I just thought I would quickly do another luminance with this other pink. And my dog is in here with me, so if you hear any grunting, it's her. It's a hot day, and don't let go. Go. And she's trying to lick me. It's a hot day and we have the air conditioning on. And I started with the dark again. That's my dog. She has a very short nose, she's a pug, so she makes a lot of noise. So the other pink that I found is this ultramarine pink, which I didn't see. And there were a couple of other pinks up there, but they're very purpley. More purple than the hibiscus pink. So I just thought I'd quickly get this one in, see if it looks any different to that one. Oh, it's been so hot here. Super hot. Like, I'm not able to go for a walk hot. And the sun, when the sun hits you, it's like it's burning you. But you don't need to hear that. So hopefully I'm doing Kirby Rosane's World Within Worlds. There's a dragon in there, a dragon eye, and I'm going to get that done in the next couple days. What is that? And I haven't been writing it down. Such ultramarine pink, hibiscus pink, and anthra pink. So this is pink white. So yeah, plans are to get that dragon done in the next couple of days. I have a couple of videos already done. And hopefully... Noisy dog. Hopefully it cools down. Fingers crossed. So that's that luminance and that's that luminance. So the pink is definitely a little bit different. So that was an ultramarine pink that I found. And that's it. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it and maybe, I don't know, use some of these pink hair ideas. If I do get any other different coloured pencils, I will add to it. I'm going to do another hair colour next week, and I'm thinking either brunette or blonde, so I'll just go with the normal hair colour. Well, not, you know, different colour hair, just a hair colour. So probably brunette I'll do next week. Very similar to this, using the same kind of pencils, and if I get any others I'll add them to the list. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.